How often should I bake sourdough? If you are curious about how often you should bake sourdough, you are in for a treat. The frequency of baking sourdough really depends on your personal needs, how you maintain your sourdough starter, and your goals for self-sufficiency. Sourdough bread is a fantastic staple because it does not require commercial yeast and uses just a few simple ingredients: flour, water, and salt. This makes it a nutritious option that can last longer on your shelf. Let's start with the sourdough starter. If you plan to bake sourdough every day or every other day, it is best to keep your starter active on the counter. You will need to feed it regularly to keep it healthy and ready for baking. For daily baking, feeding your starter once a day is common. You can adjust the amount you feed it based on how much bread you plan to make. If you bake less frequently, you can store your starter in the refrigerator and feed it once a week. Just remember, it will take some time to reactivate before you can bake. Now, if you are living off-grid or preparing for emergencies, baking sourdough as often as possible is a great idea. This gives you a reliable source of fresh bread without relying on commercial yeast or electricity. A good routine is to bake every 1 to 3 days. This keeps your starter active and ensures you have a steady supply of bread while minimizing waste. Sourdough bread is naturally more shelf-stable than other types of bread. The lactic acid bacteria in the starter help preserve it. This means you can bake less often if you store the bread properly. However, fresh bread is always better for taste and nutrition. A good balance is to bake every few days to keep things fresh while being practical. Your environment and available resources will also play a role in how often you bake. Warmer temperatures speed up fermentation, allowing for more frequent baking. In cooler environments, you may need to space out your baking sessions. Additionally, consider factors like water and flour availability, fuel for baking, and your own time constraints. For a practical routine, you might want to feed your starter each evening and bake every morning or every other morning. This way, you can enjoy fresh bread daily or nearly every day, while also keeping your starter healthy. This routine fits well for someone living off-grid or preparing for emergencies. In general, baking sourdough every 1 to 3 days is ideal. This helps maintain a healthy starter, ensures you have a steady supply of nutritious bread, and makes the best use of your resources. Adjust your baking frequency based on your environment, what resources you have, and how you plan to store your bread.